you, and thank you to those who have subscribed to the channel. It's very kind of you, and to those who have commented, there's comments that I'll need to get back to you on, so once I've got a wee bit of time I'll comment back. So it's very kind of you to take your time out your day to comment, and I'm glad that you are liking the channel. I'm just trying to build it up so that we've got other things, you know, other than just this, you know, to get done. I'm trying to think of other things that we can do, that we can ask Spirit. But today I want, given that, well, in Scotland and in England, well, the United Kingdom, we're coming out of lockdown, and now that it's the finances that I'm worried about, you know, me being an empath, I worry about everybody, okay, and I can't help. I can switch it off now, I really can switch it off now. I've learned how to do that, but it doesn't stop me, you know, feeling for people, especially where their finances are concerned, and especially now that, as far as I'm aware, the Scottish Government are going in recess, and I'm sure the British Government, as I say, the English Government, British Government, whatever you want to call them, at Westminster, they're not the government anybody, they govern themselves. Anyway, I don't want to have my thoughts, you know, so I'm going to clear my mind and just we'll see what the cards say, okay? So I've done all my rituals, I've done all my getting, you know, opening myself up, opening my third eye up, so we'll just see what's coming for the financial and how we're going to recover. What they've actually planned and how we're going to recover, and I've put some crystals out, okay? So we're just going to start. Can you tell us, Metratron, Archangel Metratron, is he at Metratron? Is he, and I can never say his name. But he's here today. It's usually Archangel Raphael, but it's Metratron that came in. Metratron. Oh, I don't know their name. I mean, I know their names, but I get so nervous when I'm doing these, you know, these broadcasts. So, but he's come in today. Metratron is, he's quite straight to the point, so this will be a straight to the point reading, because he takes no nonsense. He just likes to get the message out, and that's it. That's what he does. He gets the message out, and that is it. He's telling me to say the question out, because there's people will be watching this. Could you tell us, Spirit, what is in store for humanity during this, oops, that's come out right way, during this financial reset? What is in store for humanity? That one wanted to come out. During financial reset. What's come out during the financial reset? I'm going to try another kind of one, another layout. There we go. So that's the 3. So I'll probably need another card then if I'm doing that layout. I'm talking to Metratron. Archangel Metratron. Oh, he's saying it's okay. I'm not the only one that messes up his name. Right, what's in store for humanity? What's in store for the people? What's in store for the people? What's in store for the people during this financial reset? What's in store for the people during this financial reset? Some people will sail through it. but some people won't, and they don't even realise it yet. I'm getting told. They're getting ready. The guides and the archangels and even but galactics, oops, that went it out. They're all getting ready for this financial reset. See, I'm trying to keep my, oops, there we go. I'm trying to keep my own thoughts out of this because it's no fair to, you know, because I don't want to come with preconceived ideas to it, you know. So I'm just trying to see what the cards say, you know, what the cards tell us. What is in store for humanity during this financial reset? What is in store for humanity during this financial reset? Let's run out. What's in store? So, as I said, I'm glad that you are getting something out of this. And to those who took time to comment, thanks very much. So I'll get back to the comments. It's just, as an empath, I took on a wee job to get myself through university. I'm a sport worker, so I wasn't going to leave them when they need, you know, just get them through this. Oops, there we go. There's always two comes out. Right, okay, so a new layout for us, right, so that's 1, 2, 3, we'll do it that way then. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll get 5, right, that one up there, 5, right, that's it, right, I'll move these over so that you can see, and because obviously it's not going to be great to if you can't see the cards, but I'll put them down so that you can see them there, okay. So number 1, so number 1 is the current financial situation. Well, we don't need cards to tell us that, so right, the current, oh yes, yes, oh my goodness, I get it right away. Oh, in the name of goodness. So, the current situation, right, we all know, right, so the elites, right, if you can see this, okay, I get that as the elites. Oh, hold on, oh, there we go. The elites are as usual hanging on to their money, right, and as you can see, they're clinging on to their money, right. Now, before, I'm getting told that before this pandemic, or whatever we want to call it, even hit, they had all their money. So they're going to be all sitting pretty. That's why they're not even bothering. That's why they've sailed through this. As you can see, that's the card that represents the elites. No, I'm not talking about the hidden hand here. I'm talking about your kind of your politicians and those like your Richard Bransons and everybody that was comfortable, right, when this hit, right. They were all sitting comfortably. They have moved their money, right. They have moved their money. They've moved their money. So it's also, I mean, it's even, you know, like, so they've got it in places where you wouldn't even think, okay. And they're clinging on to their money. They're clinging on to the last, you know, the last kind of Can you say that again, please? I'm not getting that. Right. So the last kind of you know, like the capitalism. I'm getting this as the last kind of form of capitalism where they all get the money. See, the analogy I always give, right, is, I don't know if I done it if I said it in other kind of cards, was that capitalism, right? To me personally, this is just personal, this is not the card, this is me personally, it's talking just now, right? To me it's as if you've got a whole load of wine glasses and they're all stacked on top of one another. And at the top, you've got a big wine glass. And it's supposed to be the trickle down effect, which it was always supposed to be. Okay, the ones at the top were supposed to make money, and then when their glass was full, it was all supposed to trickle down. Like that trick, okay? And it was a trick, and it still is a trick, where instead of it trickling down to, you know, like say your kind of, your middle classes and your, you know, those at the bottom, it never ever did, because always the elite, you know, your politicians and all those with money would do, they would just go and get a bigger glass. And that's what I can see, they're going to get a bigger glass. But now, they're clinging to their money because even though they got it out and they think it's in a safe place, it might not be that safe, because the whole system is changing and they wanted to change it, but I'm getting told that it's not going the way, it's not going to go the way that they think it's going to go. So that's not bad, hopefully. So number 2 is, this is where we, oh gosh, we've got about 4 here. New sources of income, right? Well, I think that we should have about 4 cards because, do you know, we're going to have to find new ways of making money. So I'm just going to have a wee look at the cards. Okay, Alright, I get that. I get that. Yep, I see that as well. I'm sorry, I'm just having a conversation just now. So if I talk, I'm having a conversation. Oh right, okay. Yeah, I get that too. Yep. Right, okay. Right, so it's that one and then that one. And then that one and then that one. Okay. I get that I'm being told that we're going to have to find a new way of making money, right? A new way. And we're going to have to draw back on the old ways of making money, not capitalism. And I'm told not really socialism either. Because socialism's got its problems as well. We're going to have to make it ourselves. Because working for big corporations, when it's quite hard to concentrate on what Metratron's saying. Right, okay. When the pandemic hit, it left, well, if you can take that, when that pandemic hit, right, and people were working for corporations and they were working for other people, right, well, it's left everybody wide open. It's left everybody in the basically. Not everybody. I don't want to kind of, you know, kind of frighten everybody, but we're going to have to go back to old ways of making money, old ways of doing things as well. Not corporations, which I'm being told now, I'm getting it through. There was a wee bit of a blockage here. I think it was because it wasn't Archangel Raphael that came through. Right, so there was old ways, you know, we've got to be aware of what they're trying to do, okay? What they're trying to do. This is the hidden hand again, right? So we'll be aware of what they are trying to do, right? So the old way of doing things is dead. Absolutely dead. Right, I've got it now. I couldn't get it before. That pandemic hitting showed up the flaws, absolutely, in the financial system. Showed it up. It's up to the people. It's up to the people who are really going to have to fight, because the old ways of doing things dead. The old financial system's dead, I'm getting. The old financial system's dead. And the hidden hand, it's funny how that's not come out, that card for the hidden hand I always have. It's not come out, but I can imagine. Their way is not going to work, and they're still trying to get it so that everybody works for great big corporations, okay? That's what I'm being told. But there's people waking up, and he's not talking about people who are out kind of rioting and that's not the people who are awake. They're awake to a certain extent, but no, he's talking about the people who are really, really, really awake and who can actually see through the absolute bull. So that's what he's saying. The old way is dead. So the old way is dead. I'm putting these cards here so that you can see them before I put them here. Again, I can see that we're going to have to go back to doing, like, finding our own way of making a living, because that's how we're going to survive, our own way of making a living, and we're going to have to stand up to people to say no. But there's a slight chance that people will just go back to what they know, what they're comfortable with, because they don't like change. But we kind of know that. We know that people don't like change, but you know, like say, growing things, he's telling me, like growing things, growing food, grow your own food. You know, take responsibility for your own, you know, your own life and how you're wanting to do things, because that's the way forward. That's quite a muddled message, so I'm hoping you're getting it, because I'm just giving it to you as I'm getting it. I'll watch it back and hopefully I can understand it, but that's what I'm getting there. I got that. That's, and to come back to nature, you know, to be at one with nature, to work less hours. Well, we're all working, well, no me, I'm not working less hours, I'm working more hours. But I don't mean work, can you say it again please? I mean, I don't work with Metratron at all, so it's quite, until I start kind of working with him regularly, he's going to be, but he's nice, but he's just straight and to the point, and if you don't get it the first time, he's... Alright, okay. Right, he's talking about the elements and doing things for yourself and making things for yourself, and don't eat the food that they give you because it's got stuff in it that's no good for you. Like, see this bit here, if I can see it, see that's the bit that he drew my attention to, right? Where make your own, if you can't, sometimes you can, right? But grow your own food, and then you know where it's came from and you know what's in it. You know, he's talking about vegetables, like potatoes and carrots, and then you know it's organic. He's not saying go out and get organic food, because number one, it's dear, and number two, even then, you know. So I'm putting a disclaimer out because I don't watch foods, but this is just what I'm getting for the cards, okay? If you grow it, you know it. That's the saying he's given me. If you grow it, you know it. You know where it's came from if you grow it yourself. I think he's talking about additives. I think that's what he's talking about. He's he comes across as being very brash. He's very brash talking, and that's why I'm trying to listen, I'm trying to say. So that's those ones. I'll just let you see that, if you can see it. Okay, that was that card. So, next. Well, that was kind of opportunities to consider. That's all linked into these, I think. Your opportunities to consider is just the ways of making money, right? But I think it's not even going to be money. I think it's going to be, do you remember, well, I don't know, I don't remember, but I'm being told, I'm being taken back in my own mind, right? Now, I wasn't alive in the days, right? But when you didn't pay with money, you like say, you would pay, like say, if somebody done you a nice service, like just for talking's sake, cut your grass, right, and you didn't have the money to pay, it's like, find something to do, like cook a meal or something like that, so that you're taking it away from the capitalists. That's what I'm getting, you know, like say, I'm getting that as medical as well. Like so, oh, right, okay, this is for, I know that I've got people watching from the USA, right, but this is specifically for people in the United Kingdom. We have to watch our health service, because the politicians in Westminster and Holyrood are trying to privatise it, and they're doing it underhand. And Metratron. Oh, I'm butchering this name because I don't work with him. I don't work with him at all. But he's telling me that if this pandemic hits, if it had hit when we were in an insurance system and this pandemic had hit, there would be people who wouldn't be able to pay for their healthcare. That's what he's telling me. So we need to keep an eye on these people, these absolute hidden, oh, they're just, you know, they're the most evil people I've ever seen. So, and then confusion. My work, I'm confused. Expansion, completion, right, okay, goodness. Right, okay, geez, oh. Right, we've got confusion, right, and we've got expansion, and we've got completion, right. The pandemic's coming. It was confusing at the beginning, right, because there wasn't much coming out about it. I'll hold this up so you can see it, right. There wasn't much coming out about it. It was confusing because we didn't know whether it was a weapon. We didn't know whether it had came from a bat, and that's what the confusion part, right? And then once it kind of, but I'm not talking about the powers that were, as I say. They didn't expand in the truth. We did. We went, us. I'm so confused just now, and I'm getting all my words mixed up because I don't work with Archangel Metratron. Metratron. I can't even say his name. So yeah, that's what I don't work with him. But he's talking about us as light workers, as people who've researched, people who know, who are up and they're using their higher consciousness, and actually, and instinctively know he's talking about, not just kind of reading and taking it in kind of mentally, using your, you know, like say your brain. He's talking about feeling the truth, feel the truth, and he's going like this with his fist. He's kind of banging his fist saying, feel the truth, So we know instinctively, that's what he's saying, and if we know instinctively that that is the truth, that, you know, this came about and it was like man-made, but now it's coming to a completion for now, he said. It's coming for it to a completion, to a conclusion, a completion for now. Yes, people have lost their lives, but he's telling me to watch, because this is the confusion again, right? He's telling us that this is being confused, right? They're trying to confuse us by saying that people, that all people died of COVID. I better not say that, you know, that the whatever, you know, you know what I'm talking about. That he's saying everybody, you know, they're saying everybody, but no, he's saying no. He's saying yes, a few, but some, it was their time. That's what he's saying. He's very matter of fact, he's very to the point, and he's very sharp. He's, don't get me wrong, he's nice, he's lovely, but he's just, he doesn't take any nonsense, that's for sure. So yeah, it's coming to completion, but if we're not careful, then they can confuse us, and they can confuse us into thinking that it's came back, okay? And they'll try again. They'll try again, that's what I'm being told, in the winter months. In the winter months, they're going to try again, because it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work because too many people are using their higher, they're using their higher selves and getting the message out. And he's asking that we continue to get the message out, because now the kind of lockdown's opening. This is for the UK again, okay? But now the lockdown's opening, people think that you know, everything's over and everything's going to go back to the way it was, but it can't go back to the way it was, because the finances are dead. That's it. Completion. They've completed in their mission to crash the economy. That was the mission, I'm getting told. That was their mission, to crash the economy. They have done that. But now, it's, you know, we can't just forgive them, okay? We can't. We need to do things our way, and that's, all these cards come out together, right? And we need to do it our way. That's what I'm being told. Our way. I'm being told that humanity, if humanity's to survive, they're going to have to take responsibility for their own lives, and they can't put their lives in the hands of politicians, because politicians are bought and paid for, and this is these politicians are bought and paid for. That's what I'm getting told, right? If you can see it. So politicians have been bought and paid for, and now we have to take things in our own hands and go back to what it used to be. I mean, I don't know what it used to be, I wasn't alive then, but I'm getting told that it was like, you do a kindness for me and I'll do a kindness for you, and no money changed hands. But it was like a kind of service, a service. You do a service for me and I'll do a service for you. But it's a case of everybody would be in an equal playing field, that I'm being told. So, do you know, the financial system, I'm getting told, it needs to change, and it had to change, because something had to give about it. And I can say, yeah, but I still got, I mean, we're not going to get rid of money at all, you know, like say, right, no, okay, that's money away, but I'm being told that people are not going to be as worship, it's, you know, like say, they used to worship money, as I used to, as I said, I think I've said it in a couple of readings, see what must have. Well, that's not, because they said that they're not out, well, some of them were out spending, I have to kind of disagree, but the majority are all out, and this was during the lockdown, right enough, they couldn't go and spend money. I'm having an argument, I'm sorry, but he's saying that they were kind of taking better care of themselves, they were out, they were jogging, they were cycling, they were out having a walk, and he says that's in danger of kind of ceasing. That's good. Honestly, is he trying to work with this? I mean, it'll be alright once I get used to it. It's just trying to work with somebody that I don't work with before. I've worked with him a couple of times, don't get me wrong, but he's just so straight and to the point, and if you don't get it, it's... Anyway, I'll leave that with yous, and I hope it's not as muddled as I think it is, because I'm just a case of trying to kind of get the messages through, you know, from Spirit, but sometimes it is like that, and sometimes it just... I can get it right away, and sometimes I've got to kind of, you know, decipher it. Anyway, so I'll leave those messages with you, and you can make of them what you will. I hope you make a better job of them than I did try to put them over. And as I said, I'm looking for other ways to, you know, other things to do. I'm still going to do one on Julian Assange just now, because I'm still getting it. He's not doing well at all. He's not doing well at all, and if, you know, if we don't have journalists that are free to speak, then we have a fascist state, don't we? Anyway, I'll leave you, as I said, I'll leave you, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.